That afternoon, Israeli forces boarded several boats with foreign activists carrying aid to Gaza and took them to an Israeli port last night, disrupting a protest that had become one of the most high-profile symbols of opposition to Israel's blockade of the enclave. A video from the Israeli Foreign Ministry showed the most prominent of the flotilla's passengers, Swedish climate campaigner Greta Thunberg, sitting on a deck surrounded by soldiers. The Global Summit flotilla, which is carrying medicine and food to Gaza, consisted of more than 40 civilian boats carrying about 500 parliamentarians, lawyers and activists. Its progress across the Mediterranean garnered international attention as nations including Turkey, Spain and Italy sent boats or drones in case their nationals required assistance, even as it triggered repeating warnings from Israel to turn back. The boats were around 70 nautical miles off the enclave when they were intercepted inside a zone that Israel is policing to stop any boats approaching. The organisers said their communications have been scrambled, including the use of a live camera feed from some of the boats. Italy and Spain deployed naval ships to help with any rescue or humanitarian needs, but stopped following the flotilla once it got within 100 nautical miles of Gaza for safety reasons. International backlash against Israel's actions was swift, with protesters flooding the streets in Italy and Turkey and foreign leaders voicing their outrage. The convoy set sail from Barcelona on August 31st and has been bolstered by other activist ships from various Mediterranean ports as it moved closer to Gaza. European leaders meeting informally in Copenhagen were warned this week that the bloc faces an acute security challenge from renewed Russian aggression, and Baltic and Nordic states urged southern partners such as Spain and Italy to bolster defence capabilities and show solidarity with the East. The summit centred on recent incursions into European airspace by drones and other hybrid threats, the delegates said demonstrates Moscow's willingness to test the EU's cohesion. Baltic leaders press for faster collective measures to protect the continent's skies and critical infrastructure, arguing that the eastern flank's security is inseparable from that of the whole Union. Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez reaffirmed Madrid's solidarity with affected allies and pointed to Spain's ongoing contributions, including deployments and participation in NATO exercises, whilst urging a 360-degree approach that also considers southern vulnerabilities. And Madrid authorities have confirmed the region's first outbreak of bird flu this year, affecting a commercial farm in Valdemoro. Approximately 450,000 laying hens are being culled to prevent the spread of the highly pathogenic H5N1 virus. The outbreak was suspected following a slight increase in mortality rates among the hens. The farm was immediately isolated and samples were collected for testing. Officials emphasised that early detection is critical to preventing wider outbreaks among commercial property operators. Health authorities have reassured the public that the risk of human infection is extremely low. Now, that's the latest from TRE. I'm Bob James.